Hi, my name is Niamh Hegarty and I'm the owner of Niamh's Larder, which is a food truck. And I did the 5-week course in August 2020 at Ballymaloe Cookery School. I suppose when I did the cookery course, I kind of did it for myself, and my intention was to go back into the corporate world and continue the corporate journey, which I did through marketing for a couple of months. And I was sitting on a beach in Dublin and I saw families and children and everyone milling around, starving, looking for food. And all the parents were saying, okay, let's go get fish and chips. And I obviously, after having completed Ballymaloe, kind of thought, is that the only option when you're on the go, when you're out and about? And I was thinking, wouldn't it be amazing if people had picnic boxes or something beautiful that they could take with them on a beach or on an experience? So I decided to start picnic boxes. And they just exploded. I guess it was sort of like lockdowns and people were looking for anything to do because they were no longer traveling or going anywhere. So the picnic boxes just took off. And from there I began hosting Neighbour Food, which is an online farmers market. And that was just an amazing connection into lots of local producers and getting to know the community in East Cork, which has been amazing. And as an extension of all of that, I was looking at my location here and thinking, what else could I do with it? So I had seen a few trailers popping up as they did during lockdowns, and I kind of thought that would be the perfect opportunity for me here. It was kind of relatively low risk and it was something that I thought I could take a risk on. So I decided to open up a food trailer here where I'm located at Ballybrannigan, which is in East Cork. So now I have a food trailer located just on a cliff edge beside a beach that people stroll up to and get some delicious food. The kind of food that I decided I wanted to serve was vegetarian predominantly. And so it kind of was a changing menu every week depending on the weather. You know, sometimes we had beautiful days like today where I did like chilled cucumber soups, and then we had absolutely howling winds where you couldn't even see in front of you. And those are the days where I did things like beautiful, like warming soups. So it was a revolving, changing menu depending on my mood and depending on the weather. As well as that, I serve up lots of cakes and treats because I've got a gorgeous coffee from West Cork that I serve at the trailer. And then we also do breakfast and lunch options. So it's kind of just casual food that you can eat outside. I ran the trailer up as far as I could into winter last year. I thought I might survive winter, but being on a cliff edge at the Atlantic Ocean, it's a bit risky. So there was a few hairy moments where I thought I might go over the cliff. So I think I finished up in November 2021, and then I reopened this year, Easter 2022, and we'll be staying open all the way through till September. My future plans with this business is to continue this food truck in this location because I think it's just amazing creating a community down here. But as well as that, I learned how to make water kefir when I did the 5-week course, and that I think is just the most amazing drink that I've ever consumed. And from the cookery school, I started making it myself and selling it through Neighbour Food, selling it through my trailer. So I'm hoping for the future that I'll be selling that in retail around Ireland and hopefully extending that. And the brand name which I've come up with is Be Cultured. So it kind of goes along with the culture that I'm trying to create here around good food and also just enjoying what we have. The water kefir that I make it in 2 flavours. So I've got a mixed berry and mint flavour and a ginger and turmeric flavour. So they're both beautiful on like a gorgeous summer day, or equally in the middle of winter when you want some nice nourishment from turmeric and ginger. For me, doing the 5-week course, there were just so many eye-opening experiences. Even just getting to go out to the dairy and experience milking a Jersey cow that was on the farm, collecting leaves or collecting vegetables that you're later going to cook with that day, learning how to make butter, learning how to make bread. This like fundamentals of cooking that my generation, we didn't really get to experience growing up. And you know, I've heard my mum and even Darina speaking about growing up in this environment, and it was something that I've always craved, and that's exactly what I got when I got to complete the cookery school. And it was just amazing to learn the fundamentals of cooking, learning how food should be made, learning where your ingredients should be sourced, and learning the importance of the food we eat and where it's coming from. So that for me was inspiring. And as well as that, it's the people that you meet when you do the course and the connections that you forge, and even, you know, other people that have been on different courses. We've connected online and in so many different ways, and people from all over the world. It's just such a diverse group, and there's a group of people that are no intention of cooking but just want to learn for themselves, and then there's people who want to become chefs and want to travel the world cooking. So there's a huge range of people and age groups, and I just loved that about the course. And I think for anyone that would like to do the course, that's what I'd say to you. You don't have to be a chef. You might not even know what mint looks like. You might only have eaten ever a tomato from the supermarket. It doesn't matter where you are in the range of food. I think it's just learning the importance of our food and learning from experts, learning from people who've been in food for their whole life, and people who've learned from different cultures, different cuisines. Is incredible. And I just honestly would say to anyone, take the leap, take the jump. I would recommend it to someone who's 80, and I'd recommend it to someone who's 20. I just think it's the most amazing experience.